What's up, you guys? So today I'm bringing y'all another nail video. So it was requested that I do a voiceover or a talk through because my last video I did all music. So I'm going to talk you guys through this set. So I already prepped her nails. If you want to know how I prep, you can watch a previous video, but I am going to do a video of strictly prepping, and I'm just applying some regular clear nail tips. Her nails aren't going to be that long, so I just decided to use just a regular curved nail tip. Nothing fancy here. As you guys always know, I always tell you when you put your client's nail tips on, you want to make sure that the nail tips fit from sidewall to sidewall so that there's no lifting from the side later on in the future. So once I glue all the tips down, I add like a little dab of glue on top just to make sure that the nail tip does not come off when I'm shaping. Sometimes if you guys this ever happened to you when you shape the nails, the tip can pop off. So today I am using scissors to cut her length, to cut down the proper length. Usually I use a nail clipper, but with clear tips, anytime I use a nail clipper, it splits the clear tip down the middle. So I just find it easier that I use scissors. So when I do use scissors, I put the nails side by side and cut them one by one like so. That way I can ensure that each length is the same. And she just wanted a short to medium length, not too long. She's my client that likes for her length to grow out over time and not just start off with a long length. So, you know, some people will start a full set, and as the fill-ins grow, she just keeps the length as a fill-in, as she gets her fill-ins or revamps. So now I'm going to shape her nails. This is a 80/80 file. I prefer to use the big square files, but you know, this is what I grabbed and went for. And we're just going to do a wide coffin shape, not too narrow because they are short. You know, it's not too cute when you have short nails and they're super narrow. So I'm just shaping the sides of the nails and bringing them in. When I pre-shape the nails, I tend to not do it like super duper perfect. I just kind of like lay down the foundation of the shape, and once I lay the acrylic, I go back and perfect it. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. I'm shaping the nails, and what I just did there was turn the hand upside down. What I would do is I'll flip my client's hand over and look at it from their view. I call it the client's view, or nail techs would say client view, and to see how the shape looks as if she was looking at her own hand. So just to make sure one side isn't more narrow than the other, to make sure that the top of the nail is very flat and not crooked. So now I am using my sanding bit, and this is a 80 grit, and I'm just filing away the false nail tip where it meets the nail bed to create a super flat surface. And when you're using a sanding bit on your client's nails, I promise you, you do not have to have the drill up hard or anything. If you're uncomfortable with the drill, you can always hand file this part. Also, if you're scared to use the drill close to the client's nail bed, you know, because if you apply too much pressure or if the drill is up too high, it can burn them. Okay, so now I just dust off all of the excess powder. You don't want any excess powder on your client's nails. It's very, very important. You want a clean nail plate so there's no lifting, there's no oils, there's no small particles on the nails. It's so important once you prep your client's nails, once you put your primer on, their hands need to stay on top of the desk. They don't need to be putting their hands in a purse, no scratching the hair, no reaching in a bag. I don't even like for my clients to touch their phone. So here's the powders that I'm using. And I also put all of the Valentino powder numbers in the description bar, and I also used one powder from Not Polished, and she did show me a picture. It was an inspired set, so I just grabbed colors that was as close as I can think. Now when I do sets like these, it's super duper easy, you guys. All I do, and you can't see it good in that view, but you're going to see it good on the other nails. So I'm gonna wait till I get to another nail to explain what I did from the beginning, okay? So as you're doing this and you're laying these colors down, you want to leave some of the clear tip exposed. So I'm just taking a little bit of color at a time and just randomly swirling it and creating like this smoke marble effect. And I'm placing different blue hues of blues on top of one another and layering them. And I'm also using a blue glitter, but while I'm doing it, I'm also leaving some of the clear tips exposed so that when we're done, her nails look glass at the tips. So it's very, very easy to do. This set is very quick to do because you don't have to focus on laying the whole nail with powder until we come into the clear cap. But this is so easy, you guys. I think I did this set in under an hour, literally. So as you can see, it's very quick. So here's a detail. I just laid the powder down and move it into different areas. And it does not have to be perfect. You can this is one of those sets where you can make a mistake and no one will be able to tell, okay? So this is a really easy set to do. And there's no right or wrong way to place it. You just don't want to place it too thick, nor do you want to not blend the colors into one another in a sense. You don't want it to be like, how can I explain it? You want to kind of have like a marble effect. And they don't necessarily have to ombre into one another like perfectly, but you want them to blend and flow really, really, really good. So as you can see, each time I go to a nail, I just randomly pick up any of the colors. I don't go in the same pattern. No nail looks the same. Some nails might have more dark blue. Some nails might have more light blue, but that's just what makes the set beautiful to me. So here again, you can see me placing a little bit of the color down, and I just fade it out. I'm taking another color and I'm swirling it in there in a swirling manner. So as you can see, that's what I mean. You want it to have the same pattern effect in a sense as far as the shape is going. So you just don't want things randomly everywhere. You still want it to flow good. I hope that makes sense, guys. I'll be trying to explain stuff the best I can, but it's so hard. Like, it's easier if you was in front of me versus trying to explain over the camera. Over the camera doing a voiceover is so much harder. So now I am shaping the nails. I did encapsulate them with clear powder. I didn't show that in this video because I have plenty of other videos where I clear cap, and it's nothing special. I just take one bead of clear acrylic and apply it over the nail. And that's how I create the apex and everything else. So now we're just shaping to perfection. So you guys know I like to do my nail shapes very, very straight unless I'm instructed not to. you know. So I'm holding that file as straight as possible. I am pulling her skin back from one side to the other side. So if I'm filing on one side of her finger, I'm going to pull that side of her skin back so that I'm not cutting it with the filer, because I be going in with that filer, and if you don't be careful, you can cut your client's skin. I'll cut my client with the nail file before I cut them with the drill. So when I'm on the left side, I pull the skin back with my thumb. If I'm on the right side, I pull the skin back with my middle finger. And I'm just shaping it until I get the desired look. You're going to see me fold her hand over like I just did it to make sure that the is very flat and square at the top and it's not crooked. That's what I mean when I say client's view when you fold the hand over. And I also place the nail file against the nail at the top and go up and down. That's how I create that flat surface, that flat square surface at the top, like that. So I like to file each side a little at a time just to ensure that each side is, you know, symmetrical. I don't want to take off too much on one side, you know. So I work with a little bit at a time and file each side a little bit at a time just to ensure that I get the shape exactly how I want it. Because once you take it away, you can't put it back, especially when you get to this point. So the fingers that's next to the finger I'm working on, I like to put them behind my hand. So as you can see, her finger is under my thumb and the other fingers are pushed down to the side. That way I'm not hitting her hand or her fingers with the nail file. So I always have one finger on top and the other fingers behind. Shape. That was an Instagram video. So now we are going to drill, you guys. So I do like very minimal drilling because I tend to lay down my acrylic really smooth. That way I don't spend a lot of time on drilling. When I first started doing nails, like my acrylic was so lumpy and I spent so much time drilling. So that's one thing that cuts back on time, as well as how I lay my acrylic. Since I lay it really neat, and I lay it to whereas like I can easily just do a quick hand file, you know, but there's minimal drilling, you guys. So as you can see, I don't spend much time on drilling at all. I just make sure I drill around the cuticles really, really good. And give it a little smoothness over the whole nail as a whole, just to make sure the surface is smooth. And you'll see me run my finger across the nail sometimes just to make sure. I love freestyle sets like these. I love these type of marbleized, I don't know what you would call this technically, this type of nail design, but they're so easy to do. They're so quick. You know, and as a nail tech, it's so easy to do this and make your money really quick. So we are finished up with the filing and the drilling. So now I already buffed her nails. She went and rinsed her hands off. Now I'm just applying a clear gel top coat. This is the Gel Elixir. No wipe top coat, and I'm just applying a thin layer over her nails. And you can see as you paint over, it's so pretty once you put the clear coat on. So I also paint the top, and I'm going to paint underneath her nails. The reason I paint underneath because it's glass nails, and it just makes the clearness of the nail pop even more when you paint underneath. Here's the finished look, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I love y'all.